Zebulun, the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea, Galilee of the Gentiles.
His name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God.
Don't be a fool. He is the Messiah.
The people who sat in darkness
That is blasphemy.
have seen a great light.
Max, you have to find a way.
There is no way!
You think you're fighting Rome? You have no idea what you are up against.
This is not the revolution I expected.
The land of Zebulun, the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea, Galilee of the Gentiles.
His name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God.
Don't be a fool. He is the Messiah.
The people who sat in darkness
That is blasphemy.
have seen a great light.
Max, you have to find a way.
There is no way!
You think you're fighting Rome? You have no idea what you are up against.
This is not the revolution I expected.
The land of Zebulun, the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea, Galilee of the Gentiles.
His name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God.
Don't be a fool. He is the Messiah.
The people who sat in darkness
That is blasphemy.
have seen a great light.
Max, you have to find a way.
There is no way!
You think you're fighting Rome? You have no idea what you are up against.
This is not the revolution I expected.
Alright everyone, welcome to this live stream where we will talk about some new gameplay. We will share a new demo today. We're super excited about that, and we will have some competitions where you can win a few prizes and so on. Yeah, Q&A. We will share some brand new stuff that we have been waiting on sharing with you for a long time. So we'll just wait as people come in. Let me know in the comment section where you're watching from. We are streaming both on YouTube and Instagram. Your microphone is low. Let me adjust that. I think it should be better now. Let me know if it's better. Okay, where are you watching from today? California, US, Australia, Sweden, watching from France, watching from Indiana. Hello, hello, welcome everyone. We will just wait a few more minutes before we start, letting everybody in. People watching from Germany, watching from California, Atlanta, Boston, Norway, Spain, Hawaii. It's all over the world. South Africa, Germany, Poland, Brazil, UK, Oregon, Australia, Dallas, Nebraska. We have, how many viewers do we have right now? Yeah, about 300. That's great. So I can't wait to share this new demo with you. It is not a new demo that you can play, but it is a demo that we have been showing to the press. We went to Gamescom in Germany last week, which, if you don't know, is the biggest convention, gaming convention. I think it was about between 300 and 400,000 people there, and it was all games that you can imagine, and among those games you could find Gate Zero. Yeah, so in today's stream we will show you that demo. It's 25 minutes of never seen footage that we'll share with you today. That is brand new. We've been working on that for a long time. There has been some quiet months from BibleX. I know, and I also know that many of you can't wait to hear more. So we'll try to give you more today. And we can't answer all of your questions. I know there's also a lot of people wanting to know when we will release the game, which I cannot talk about yet, unfortunately. But the most important thing is that it moves forward with better and better speed. Release date. Who are we playing as right now? You're still playing as Max. Hello Pippa, watching from Tidcot. This video looks really good, thank you very much. And if you would like to, if you're new to hearing about Gate Zero, please visit our links. Go to our link tree, where you can wishlist the game on Steam. You can follow all our social channels and so on. So before we start sharing the actual demo, I will talk a little bit about what we have been up to. So last week we went to Gamescom, which is a huge gaming convention in Germany. I'll share some pictures here now, where we had our own booth. It is the world's biggest gaming convention with between 300 and 400,000 participants, where we had about many press meetings booked, where we showcased the game for press to spread it out to people, the news about Gate Zero. And we went through the demo with them, the demo that you will see today. And yeah, you can already now today see news popping up, articles about Gate Zero, and they are very good so far. I can share a little quote from one of them, which I think was very good. Overall, however, the demonstration of Gate Zero impressed me so much that in retrospect it was the most promising title I had the pleasure of playing at Gamescom. If BibleX can maintain the quality and excitement demonstrated there throughout the rest of the game, fans of adventure games are in for a real surprise hit. So that's one of the quotes from the press watching our demo at Gamescom, and I guess we will see more of those the coming few days. But that is amazing reviews, so I'm super excited about that. Yeah, I think we should soon get going with showing you the demo. Let me see who's online. Aaron Duster, Captain Green J Studios, welcome. Blessing Boat, welcome. Who else do we have here? Ramjäger, welcome. Linus Skutle, welcome. Elias Gendry, welcome. Great to have you all on this stream. Yeah, if you have questions, we will do a Q&A at the end of this stream. So please leave questions in the comment section, and our moderators will pick them up, and we'll try to answer the best questions. We will also have a competition, so you have to follow along on the details when I will show you the demo, because you can win some prizes, Gate Zero t-shirts like this. And the way we will do that is that you write your answer in the comment section, and the first one to answer correctly is the winner. Okay, can people tell me if you're new to the channel? Have you been following us for a long time, or are this your first interaction with Gate Zero? If it is your first interaction with Gate Zero, I can briefly tell you about the game, what it is. It is an open world action adventure game that is set in ancient Israel, towards the backdrop of the Roman occupied ancient Israel. And we're traveling back in a time machine to experience the Bible stories and the events around Jesus and his disciples firsthand. So there are a bunch of new people to the channel. I'm so glad to have you here. Some people have been following Insta for a while. Love the merch. Can we get a Switch 2 port? That would be awesome. I cannot promise that yet, but what we have been working on since lately, it is that we had a new trailer in July, where we also told you all that we will port the game to both PlayStation and Xbox in addition to Steam, which we are super excited about. So I guess many of you have been waiting for that, so we were super excited to share that this summer. Okay, I think we will just jump in and show you the gameplay demo, so please enjoy.
Thank you all for joining us today. We are very excited for you to be among the first to see an early version of Gate Zero this week. Gate Zero is our first of its kind open-world biblical action-adventure game set in ancient Israel that allows the player to explore the history and stories found in the Bible, all set against the backdrop of Roman oppression at one of the most pivotal and significant moments in history. During its early development, the game has already captured the imagination of millions and achieved significant success, including amassing a large grassroots following on social media with over 500,000 followers and more than 75 million views of our content. A Kickstarter campaign funded in 79 hours with over 300,000 raised by the end of the campaign, and over 6 million euros raised separately via donations. It is 2072, and the world is controlled by the United Futures Initiative, or UNIFY. Their method is simple: control all history and information, filtering the past to shape the future that fits their vision of progress. Their motto: Unify is truth, Unify is history, Unify for a better future. You play as Max. After a time travel accident, Max, a rebellious teen, is stranded in ancient Israel. Max doesn't care about the Bible or religion. He just wants to fix the time machine and get back home. Yet we see Max's view shift as he encounters what Unify is doing in the past. He must reclaim the real history and protect it before it's lost for all time. Max learns to survive in ancient Israel, evade Romans, and harness powerful time energy tools. He is helped by his cousin Hector, who is communicating with Max from the future. Max met his new friend Eleazar during Passover in Jerusalem, but they ended up in prison with Jesus' cousin, John the Baptist. They escaped, and now they're traveling to Capernaum, the hometown of Eleazar, and the site of much of Jesus' early ministry, to locate Jesus with the hope that he can help them rescue John. We're going to show you an early build, so let's jump right in.
Not far now. I can taste the matzah already.
Sounds good. I'm really looking forward to meeting your Emma.
You'll also meet my uncle Baruch. He's a bit different. He's weak. He can't walk and seems to have lost all hope since...
Since what?
Something that happened a few years ago. To be honest, it's a bit sensitive, so I'll leave it at that for now. If my Emma were here, she'd say his soul is more sick than his body. And there she is, Capernaum.
Really beautiful.
May not be perfect, but it sure beats that Machaerus prison.
And John's still there. I'm really worried about him.
Yes, but Jesus can free him. That's why we have to find him.
And if you find him, Max, you'll also find unified corruption.
That won't be easy.
Course not, but I'm up for it.
It's spring in AD 28, so Jesus should definitely be somewhere near Capernaum.
So, I guess the sooner we start, the better.
Exactly. Let's get on with it.
Just let me drop my things at this inn. I'll catch you up.
All right. The city's interesting, so take a look around. But when you're done, I'll meet you in the synagogue market.
Welcome to Capernaum, the city where Jesus performed many of the miracles described in the Bible, and the place where much of Jesus' ministry was based for the last 3 years of his life. We are in a Jewish land that is situated on the edge of the Roman Empire that stretched all the way from Britain to where we are now, Capernaum in Galilee. Mirroring the oppression that Max experiences under Unify in the future, Israel and the Jews are also occupied and oppressed by the Romans. For Gate Zero, our goal is to create a game that lets the player choose their way to play, satisfying action, tactical, and story-oriented gamers. For this demo, we're going to focus primarily on the setting, the environment, and the story with a dip into the tactical and story-oriented playstyles. Along those lines, we will start by showing you a quick peek at our stealth gameplay. This tax collector has been ripping off the locals, so we would like to get in and take something from his booth to help the locals. Many areas of the world are restricted to you. There are several ways to solve this in the game, but for this demo, we're going to sneak in. There are also many tools you can use, as well to distract and mess with the guards. This will make the stealth experience feel diverse and up to the player to determine how they want to solve each situation. Throughout the open world of this game, there are many ingredients and resources you can explore to find and gather that will be used for crafting, as well as upgrading weapons and tools.
That couldn't have been an animal.
Great job, Max. Rumors about healings have spread like wildfire in Capernaum. Here, events unfolded that would go on to shape the core values, laws, and worldview of the Western civilization in the future. To capture the authentic feel of this region, we have put a lot of effort into capturing and presenting this in a detailed way so that the player can live, read, and investigate this world themselves. It is built using the latest version of Unreal Engine 5 by experienced developers with backgrounds from games such as Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto, Maneater, and more. You can talk to people along the road to gather information you might need.
Spare a pruta for an old man traveler?
1 pruta. Here you go.
Baruch Hashem. Can I help you in any way?
I'm new here. Anything I need to know?
Stay clear of the Pharisees. They don't like Gentiles.
That's okay. I don't like them either.
Be careful, my friend.
Max traveling to the past in a time machine has its perks. Max and Hector have been developing ways to apply the time energy technology to give Max an advantage as he navigates the ancient past. You can see his glowing staff and wristband, and with it you can detect danger and things that don't belong in this world, corruption and information needed to uncover Unify's lies. Max has an investigation view, which can be used to find things that are out of place, out of time, or valuable for his mission. You can see there is something of interest near the top of the synagogue. Now we need to find a way to get up there. The item you need to reach is far up on the roof of the synagogue. Fortunately for us, Max has developed some skills navigating the danger of his world in the future, evading the forces of Unify. He's naturally a very athletic young man, and those abilities have now been enhanced with time energy technology. Among these skills, Max can do an eon jump to traverse longer distances. Now we reach the main building in town, the synagogue. Here you can see the Sea of Galilee, and down there you can see Simon Peter's house, the house of the famous Saint Peter. You can actually still see traces of this synagogue at its location today, the synagogue where Jesus actually spoke 2,000 years ago. We have closely collaborated with historians and archaeologists to bring forward an authentic game where you can dive into the biblical world. This historical accuracy feeds into the gameplay, where Max is gathering information and facts about this world. Facts that Unify want to obscure and destroy. The information Max scans and sends to the future can be used by the future assistants to restore history and prove to the world that Unify is lying to everyone. Now, in the interest of time, we will skip ahead to meeting Eleazar's uncle. He was introduced earlier by Eleazar as someone who is a bit different. He cannot walk, and he has lost all hope since something that happened a while back.
Anyway, my uncle lives here. Come on, let me introduce you. Shalom, Uncle Baruch.
Ah, Eleazar. Shalom, my boy.
I want you to meet my friend Max. We met on the way to Pesach.
Shalom, sir. I've heard about you from Eliezer.
Greetings, Max. I hope my nephew isn't trying to recruit you.
No, Uncle. It's not good for you to get worked up, and... Anyway, Max has only just arrived. Maybe you can look after him for a while I help Ima prepare dinner? I'll be quick.
Do you mind me asking why you said that?
About recruiting? Listen, Max. Don't get involved with the Sicari. It never ends well.
Eliezer said you used to be one. I guess not anymore.
Look at me. Not much used to the resistance, am I? Nor to anyone else, for that matter.
He said there was some kind of incident.
Incident? Well, I suppose that's one word for it.
Was it when you were in the Sicari?
You're pretty inquisitive, Max.
Sorry, but I hate people being oppressed. And as far as I can tell, the Sicari hate that too.
That's not the point. The incident you mentioned was horrible. So, when I say it never ends well, I speak from hard experience.
I guess it's a hard thing to bear.
I must have been through 1,000,000 if-onlys since that day.
And what's your conclusion?
If only I'd not been involved with the Sicari, none of this would have happened.
Eleazar's family is part of the Sicari, an organized group of Jewish assassins fighting the oppression of Rome, and Baruch was an active member of the Sicari in the past.
Hector, it's happening again! They've taken the whole thing. What are they up to?
Don't know. See if you can find out.
Are these paw prints?
Looks like some kind of trail.
It looks like Unify has taken something out of the timeline. We'll once again use Max's investigation view to see if we can find a clue about what happened or where to go.
Ah, there you go.
That's good, Max.
I'm going in.
Unify don't have the power to erase history, but they can hide it, corrupt it, and obfuscate it, so that people in the future don't know the real history. Unify remove information from the timeline and keep it hidden somewhere out of time and space. This is a place we call the Eon World, ripped open by Unify's attempt at time travel. A place where time and space are corrupted and the future and past collide. They now use this place as their conduit to the past and to hide things they want to take out of the timeline.
All right, I'm in. Wonder what we'll find this time.
There's some kind of corruption ahead. Looks like Unify disrupting the timeline.
What's going on here?
Careful. Looks like a massive corruption of... something. It's too dense to get a reading.
Ugh, it's not working for some reason.
But there must be a way.
Max wears a time energy device on his wrist, which can emit a beam called the Eon Ray. The Eon Ray can be used to, among other things, destroy the corruption found in the Eon World.
Well done, Max. That seems to have weakened the corruption.
Sure, but it looks like there's more.
The Eon World presents the player with varied types of gameplay, including stealth, puzzles, platforming, as well as action-based ways for the player to undo Unify's corruption and restore the true timeline. These areas can be thought of like the dungeons from Fallout or the shrines from recent Zelda games. The player will face some of their biggest challenges here.
There's danger here. Stay alert, Max.
Here we get our first glimpse of the time energy-based enemies teased at the end of our recent trailer. Unify can't travel back in time, but they can project energy back in the past in the form of the Kairos, time energy-based creatures that are sent back to disrupt the timeline. These Kairos wolves are just one of many creatures Max will have to overcome on his journey to restore the past and save the future. The Kairos are guarding the next objective we need to reach to destroy the corruption. This objective can be tackled in many ways. For this demo, we're going to use a combination of stealth and agility.
Yes!
In the interest of time, we're going to jump ahead in the mission again. At the conclusion of this Eon World mission, the well is returned to its proper place in the timeline. Unify was interested in the well because it's an important location for spreading rumors and information in town. Word of Jesus' healing spread very quickly around the well, and they wanted to stop that. The well is restored, and the first obstacle is cleared. But there is still one more thing.
Get up, Max! We're running out of time!
Why so early?
It's not. You slept late, so if we don't hurry, Jesus will be gone.
Understood, but have you talked to your uncle about Jesus yet?
Uncle who?
Baruch.
Never heard of him. Is he a friend of yours?
What? Stop playing games.
Games? I've no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, I've got to get water, so you Get ready.
Did you notice that? What did he mean?
I'm not sure. But maybe you should check on Baruch.
Hello? Baruch? Are you here? Baruch? No sign of him. Look at this place. Covered in dust. That's odd.
You're right. Looks very different. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Where's he gone? Either he was paralyzed or just a good actor.
No, he was paralyzed, all right.
Well, let's ask the others.
Done my chores. Are you ready?
Where's your uncle?
I haven't got an uncle.
Stop it. I was with him yesterday, so are you.
Are you going mad? He's buried outside.
What? How is that possible?
Very simple. He's dead.
Are you serious? Your uncle's dead?
I'm not going to joke about that, am I? He was killed in a raid on a Kittim house.
But I thought he was injured.
How would you know? You've never met him, so how could you see him yesterday?
It's obvious what's happening here, Max. Apologize and get out of there.
You're right, I don't feel too good. Must be something I ate. Perhaps I should get some fresh air.
Now let's move on to where Uncle Baruch is. Before everyone suddenly denied Uncle Baruch, Eleazar and Max had gotten the idea that Jesus can actually heal him. But now he's missing, and we need to find him.
This is the place.
Okay. Is there corruption here?
Unify can not only take out wells, houses, and information, but they can even take people out of the timeline by trapping them in the Eon world, erasing the recent memory of them and making it look like they died. And this is what they did to Uncle Baruch.
Ah, that looks like it.
Yeah, Baruch must be in there. I'm going in.
Copy that. I'm with you.
Now we will skip ahead to where Uncle Baruch has been rescued. And now we reach the final resolution, bringing this main mission to its end.
Welcome to my friend's house.
So sorry. My friends, they believe her.
That you can heal him.
Yes, we can see that.
Please forgive us. We shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here.
That's true, Rabbi. He's got a past.
Friend, your sins are forgiven you.
My sins? Forgiven?
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 What about his legs?
Only God can forgive sins.
Why do you think evil in your hearts? What is easier to say? Your sins are forgiven, or stand up and walk? So that you shall know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins. I say to you, stand up. Take up your bed and go home.
And my legs?
So, you can forgive sins. Miriam! He's healed!
What?
I can't believe it!
Eliezer, what was it your Emma said about his soul?
That his soul was more sick than his body or something.
That's right.
We now know that Uncle Baruch was the paralytic man famously and miraculously healed, body and soul, by Jesus. Unify wanted all record of Jesus' miracle destroyed, for everyone in the future to believe that good things only come from them. That is why they tried to remove Baruch from the timeline. Yet Max has restored the timeline in this instance, and the fight continues.
I am muted, sorry. And now you can hear me. I think I got that message now. Yeah, it was amazing to see all the great comments and feedbacks in the comment section. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're excited as I am. And I will go through a couple of the comments that you have been and questions that you have been posting in the comment sections before we do the competition where you can win a Gate Zero t-shirt. We will pick 4 prizes, 2 on Instagram and 2 on YouTube. So before that, let's go over to some questions. So first question, why is it called Gate Zero? That's a good question. Gate Zero is the name of the time machine that takes you back in time. It is basically the gate that you use to go back to year 0 and back to the original, back to Jesus' time where everything started out. So that is why it is called Gate Zero. Another question, how did you make sure that this game portrays the Bible in a respectful way? Very good question. That is extremely important to us. As you saw there, we have some, like we revealed now for the first time the Eon world, which is the parallel universe. We're super excited about that, and some might think that this is like not the grounded or accurate version of the game, but the objective is to actually restore the true history and restore the original version, and actually the player's objective is to go through the game and make sure that what is presented in the future is the real version of history. So that itself ties into making a respectful and grounded and historical accurate game. We work closely together with the historians and archaeologists and theologians, and we have a team working on like ensuring that we are following the Bible closely, and we have a couple of rules in the game production, which is we never put words in Jesus' mouth, for example. I mean, we portray Jesus as it is written directly in the Bible to make sure that what you see in the game is trustworthy and what is actually written. And the ancient world is supposed to be the more grounded world, and Eon world is where more creativity is happening, and there's a clear distinguishing between those two worlds. So yeah, thanks for asking, and it's super important to us. It is probably too early to tell, but will the game release physically on PlayStation 5 from Papi Smurf? We don't know yet. We don't know that yet if it will be physical. It might be a good idea, but we're not sure. That is something we have to evaluate from a business perspective, and if we are able to sell enough copies physically. But if there's a market there for physical copies, of course. Do we know the PC specs yet? No, not exactly, but if you can play similar games, like similar type of games, you can also play Gate Zero. That is like our kind of rule. How long is gameplay? We're aiming towards 15 hours plus minus. It's an open world with both main content and side content, so it is around that. What you saw now was part of like a small portion of one mission in the game, and it will be several of those, between like 7 and 10 of those main missions. Alright, so let's go to the questions. And your task now is to be the first one to answer to write the correct answer in the comment sections, both on Instagram and YouTube. We have moderators watching, so they will look for who come with the correct answer first. So first question is, and now you can win a t-shirt like this if you're the first. First question: what does Unify stand for? What does Unify stand for? Let me see. For those of you who have been following us for a long time, it is previously the oppressor was called D-Force. There are some answers coming in, and I can see that we have a correct answer on YouTube, and we have actually a correct answer on Instagram as well. I'll wait for the moderators to pick who that is. Yeah, I can say it. It is because several people wrote it. United Futures Initiative. United Futures Initiative. Short Unify. Those their motto is Unify is truth, Unify is history, Unify for a better future. They want to make sure that, I mean, their objective is to make a unified world where everything is fine on their own premise, without inspiration from the past, basically. Okay, let me see who's the winners. Winners is, we should have 2 winners now. And we have a second question coming up after this, so please stay tuned. Yeah, I can maybe go through another question in the meantime. How do we speed up the release date process? A lot of you ask about release dates, of course, and we completely understand that you want to know, and we also want to know, but there's a couple of answers to that, which is we don't know yet, and we are also we are not saying anything about release date before we are sure about that, so we don't have a date. That's the true answer. So stay tuned for more information about that and how you can speed that up. I mean, there's basically not a lot of ways to speed that up other than donating on the Next Gen Bible Media website, and pray for the team to make sure that we work as effective as we can and get the right ideas and can actually implement them in in a proper and beautiful and great way in the game as fast as possible. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see who won the first couple of t-shirts. Andreas Nilsen, can't wait to try the full version of this. Awesome, Andreas. I played the demo a while back. I will definitely play this game when it comes out. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if we have a winner. I will just repeat the, like as I told you earlier, we have just been at Gamescom, which is the world's biggest gaming convention in Cologne, Germany. It is between 300 and 400,000 visitors, and we were there with this demo that you just saw, playing it for the press, and there are articles coming out already. We posted one of them on Instagram today, but I will share a quote from one of those articles, which is great. So one journalist wrote that saw the demo. Overall, however, the demonstration of Gate Zero impressed me so much that in retrospect, it was the most promising title I had the pleasure of playing at Gamescom. If BibleX can maintain the quality and excitement and demonstrated there throughout the rest of the game, fans of adventure games are in for a real surprise hit. That is encouraging to hear. That is what we want to do. We want to create an awesome, fun, exciting game that takes you back to this extremely important and significant period in time. Okay, so we have a winner of the first 2 t-shirts. On YouTube, it is Captain Green J Studios. Congratulations. And on Instagram is that is hard to read. Ikayagram. YKAY gram. Congratulations to both of you. Okay, let's ask the last questions. We'll pick 2 more winners. So again, first one to write the correct answer in the comment section. What is the name of Eleazar's uncle? What is the name of Eleazar's uncle? Honestly, it would be a smart move to port this game eventually to the Switch. It just feels like a handheld kind of game that you can take anywhere. I agree. And yeah, we don't know that yet, but it would be awesome. The game will be on Steam and Xbox and PlayStation, that's for sure, from day one. I see there's a lot of correct answers coming in here now. So let's just find who was the first. As you probably know, the correct answer is Baruch. He was the paralytic man that you can read about in the Bible. That is actually an interesting thing to talk about, because in the Bible the paralytic man is described in like a sentence or so. There's not a lot of information and details about who that man was. So that is a situation where we have to do research and to kind of come up with what do we think, or who do we think this man could have been. And we definitely don't do that to the people very close to Jesus and to Jesus himself. There we have a lot of like information, and it's extremely important for us to just stay true to what is written there. But when it's further away and like supporting characters, to call it that, we have to give them some background, and then to do that we do a lot of research with Bible scholars and archaeologists and historians to kind of come up with what could have been his story, who could he have been. So that is what we did to Baruch, and gave him a little bit of a backstory that is plausible, for sure. Okay, so the next answer the next the question 2, what's the name of Eleazar's uncle, the paralytic man? That is of course Baruch. And the t-shirt for YouTube goes to Garrison Collier. Garrison Collier, you will have a t-shirt. And Instagram, Mark Boom. Mark Boom. Congratulations. Okay. If you want to support the project, you can go to nextgenbiblemedia.org and donate. You can join our Discord. You'll also go through this again on our Discord community in a little bit later. Yeah, there we'll talk more. I hope you're as excited as I am about this, and as excited as the team. We have a great team, a growing team working on this every day, 24/7. Actually, almost 24/7, because we are all over the world. We have people from west coast of the US to Dubai in east working on the game, so that's actually happening something around the clock. Let me see if there are more questions to answer. I think this strikes a lot like a biblical Assassin's Creed. Love it. Thank you. I mean, we're not trying to be a biblical Assassin's Creed, but there are similarities. That is true. Said my name right. Thank you, Garrison, for pointing that out. I don't know if that was ironic or not, but I hope it was true. Will Jeshua's name be taken out like in the early demo? I'm not completely sure I understand that. Alright, okay. That is it for now. If you want to see more, head over to Discord and join our community there of 7,000 people. And please share about the game with your friends and family, so that we also can grow our social channels. Someone asked how they can actually push forward the release date. I mean, spreading the word about the game and making it known out there is always helping to help us show everyone that this is something we are going to do, and something that we will do wholeheartedly and high quality and everything. So the more fuss we can make and the more known we can make this game, the better. Alright, I will end this stream for now, and thank you all for following. Stay tuned. Goodbye.